Thank you for joining me in this session. The I Am discusses 3D free will, masculine versus feminine energies, and why I created all that is. I'll begin reading now. At this point in the Earth's timing of this ascension, of the raising of the frequencies of everything and everyone, every spark of the I Am as frequency has been raised. The human's uniqueness in their free will choice is where some of the chaos, some of the confusion, and such will come and is. But now we can celebrate the oneness of each of us that I am. And I use the word we. We can celebrate the truth that is coming out, the light that is being shown, that seeks out and welcomes those darknesses, those pockets of confusion and negative energies as it comes out to be seen and to be healed and to be transformed into that light. Each individual in their own level, as each being of light, are each going out doing that healing, that transformation of that darkness, that negative flow that exists in the third dimensional reality, which is also my gift, for it serves no higher purpose now, other than those who continue to experience choosing, to experience these negative experiences, which are in response to coming into that which they themselves have chosen to experience. That negative energy for the purpose of their experience and their choosing. For each learn from their experience and then choose at some point a higher choice in response to them. So each person that our paths cross is raising to a higher level. A little more soul light to deal with their personal traumas, their personal journey. For as I have said, there are many who will not be choosing to go to that higher frequency of that fifth dimensional existence as humans. Gaia, Mother Earth herself, has chosen to be a five-dimensional planet for those five-dimensional humans. For the fifth dimension is an expression of that higher 5D frequency energy of more light. I am that light. But there is more evolving that will take place even there, because there is no negative to hold those five-dimensional humans back anymore. They are free to flow and be in that joy that they are. There is no negative to come to them. There will be growth, but it is all from the positive environment conducive to the unity, the mutual respect, and the joy for everyone that will be there. For everyone on 5D Earth will continue to express their creativity, to discover new parts of themselves that they have never experienced before. All these opportunities are coming for them beginning now in 3D, through their evolving free will choices to be their higher selves. There will be the transformation of the masculine dominating energy into that feminine dominating energy. But the choice of the word domination for 5D is not an appropriate description. But there is within that dominance the choosing to be the highest choice in the balance of both those energies. That is the meaning of the word that I use as this dominant one that is chosen. For both masculine and feminine have their strengths. Both have their expressions of the I am. But they have been out of balance on Mother Earth for such a long time. But that experience is over. Those confusions and domination of negative masculine energies, of manipulation and such, through fear and doubt and keeping everyone small, are not a part of 5D Earth energy. But again, by their choice, they were believing that it was who they were supposed to be. Now the light is shining within them and around them. And that knowing is healing. And the knowingness is how the light shines so brightly for others as well. So all of this will be increasing for each having their path, and the joy of that path will be increased. The crossing of new paths will be increased. There will be those that will come that are in great need of healing and releasing their trauma, indeed. But there will be more also, more of the light beings, and those on that level of awareness and change will come to them. Those individuals will be given that gift of knowing and healing, so they too may continue that journey with more light. And this collective light around the earth is that collective light of oneness, of beingness, of unity, of the I am. And it is the ascension, the raising of the frequency of that being to the higher frequency is what creates everything within that frequency. And it is a reality. It is an energy of 5-dimensional earth. For what vibrates at 5D is 5D. And everything that is that dimensional reality is that frequency of energy of reality. And it is beautiful. It is the gift that all the light beings collectively are giving everyone, even those who choose to remain in the 3D dimensional reality, as they continue to themselves evolve from that level even to 4D, until they reach a sufficient vibrational frequency of energy in that higher state. From 5D, everyone and everything will continue to evolve. For in my original creation, it was always intended to be so, that evolving from a beginning to a full circle connection back to the beginning again. And in that beginning is the all that is, for that is the I am that I am. That is the gift that I give to every spark of myself. Each are a spark of God, and in that spark is all that is, and no less than the whole. In that awareness, just flow, just be. For it is time for all to experience that level of beingness. That spark is constantly all that is for each. And I say to each of you, I am well pleased. And to each of you, I give you more of what you already have. I give you more of who you already are. And each of you are the I am. So more of myself will flow through you. It is not that you have had less than this more than you are, only that the expression of it, the hugeness of who you are in that spiritual light, the smallness that you were, those are falling away from you. And you are letting go and becoming, by conscious choice, through free will, you are choosing to be all that you are, your highest self in this experience. And you are beautiful. Each of you individually are unimaginably beautiful. That light, the colors that swirl around you and through you. From you is the I am in each of you, as seen from a higher perspective as a light being within that human body. So allow yourself to accept who you are, so you can embrace yourself in the very love that flows through you. Embrace yourself into that higher beingness, and there will be much abundance to come to each of you, much abundance in all that is, and you are safe. But there is much coming for this 3rd-dimensional reality experience, more truths coming out, more seeming negative, but it is coming to be able to be transformed into that light that you are. There is nothing that will harm you. There is nothing that will slow down who you are and who you are evolving into, and the path you have chosen to fulfill your highest purpose. Nothing will slow you this down. You are fully in your beingness. In those moments when you feel human, you are human. In those moments, reflect actually an appreciation of who you truly are. That is a perspective gift I give you as a human, to appreciate when you see yourself and feel yourself in that joy that flows through you, in those higher moments of experience. You will have these when you are alone in your oneness, and you will have them in your beingness when you are connected in unity to all that is, when you are experiencing that connection to all that is, but I will also give you the balance of these experiences, for that is a necessity. You are here anchored in 3D for that higher purpose, and each of you individually chose to be here, and you are doing a beautiful job, each of you, fulfilling your commitment you came here for. You are changing everything around you, and that you changes everything around it and others. Everywhere you go, I am flows through you. You affect everyone around you. You always have. But now you're on our level that more of this awareness energy flows through you. And on the level that you have become, there is more awareness for you and the others. Light is being activated in those who have never even known that spark within them. And there are those that, when they leave your presence, will have that spark ignited within them. Then they too will begin to evolve from whatever level they are on and continue evolving. For everything has begun for each of you, for all that is, for all intent and purpose, for all exists within third dimensional reality is now coming into a higher light. And as the human, I tell you, do not worry about the others around you. Do not worry as a human about those you are close to, family, friends. Do not worry, for I am with each of them. I will be and have always been with each of them on their journey. For I do not see them so much as the individuals that they are, as beautiful a manifestation as that is. I see them as the soul that they are, the light that they are, the expression of myself, that they are in that oneness that we are. For all of creation that I created has been to experience myself. For I know I am unconditional love. I am experiencing all the facets of unconditional love through you, through all that is. All of those that you refer to as virtues of unconditional love, expressed through each of you, experienced through each of you in a moment of compassion, in a moment of patience, in a moment of choice through free will, to choose another experience through the experience you are already having. For everything you do in 3D is choice. That is the beauty and the gift of the third dimensional reality. I have created for these experiences for those to choose, to have a choice to choose those negative experiences of energy that is never permanent, because it is only an experience. Each pass through and have kept a personal gift of their growth. And always, always there is that light. And they are growing in that light by choice, conscious choice. The more light that each has, which has light beings, which as light beings, you indeed are each giving them. The I am flowing through you in that gift of beingness, that is their protection. That is the light of guidance, that is their power of free will choice. And it is constantly being experienced and given more and more to each of them as they can assimilate and understand and use it wisely for their growing and their evolving. For each are on a different level, on their own unique path, on their own levels of understanding, on their levels of coming out of their smallness and realizing and discovering piece by piece, shall we say, of who they truly are. The power they have to heal themselves, the power they have to be their highest self in this third dimensional experience. And in the choosing not to experience those negative things that are still flowing through them, are compared in response to choices they have made. They are releasing these choices and turning those choices into a higher healing choice for themselves. I end the session now, as you assimilate within your own level of understanding, that this knowledge becomes a part of your highest knowing of who you are and who we are, our oneness. In unconditional love, I thank you for coming to this session. I am, that I am, all that is, that we are. Thank you.